morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about Swedavidhi Adhyaya. Swedavidhi comes immediately after Snehavidhi Adhyaya in Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana. It means 17th Adhyaya of Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana. So, what is the importance of Swedana? Already in Snehavidhi Adhyaya, I had discussed about the importance of both Snehana and Swedana prior to Shodhana Chikitsa. Means both are considered as prerequisites to the Shodhana. Shodhana, in that what happens in by giving the before Shodhana means expulsion of doshas from our body, the morbid doshas. So before preparing the doshas, what we have to do? First of all, we have to do the dosha utkleshana. For that purpose, prior to that, we are giving the snehana. Snehana means just like we are putting some, giving some moisture or something whenever something hard or something sticky. So for that we are giving snehana, and by that oleation therapy, by that we are giving somewhat that consistency. And again, if we are followed by swedana, what happens? It leads to the further dosha utkleshana. So now doshas are in a condition ready for expulsion from the body. That is what is shodhana. That is what the importance of swedana. So always prior to shodhana chikitsa, shodhana, vamana or virechana, snehana and swedana, both are must. And just after snehana, one cannot go for swedana immediately. In Snehavidhi Adhyaya only we had discussed, after proper snehana, samyak snigdhata attained, then patient has to go for 3 days swedana chikitsa. In the 3 days also, that one day this is advised prior to Vamana Karma. Vamana is a Shodhana, Urdhahara of doshas. There, what has to be done? We have to go for Kapha Utkleshana Ahara. In case of Virechana, Kapha Utkleshana Ahara is not required. We can go for after 3 days Vedana. On the next day, one can go for Shodhana Chikitsa. Today, we are going to describe Swedavidhi Adhyaya in detail. This is also one among the important Kriya Kalpa. Moving on to next slide. Introduction. Following Snehana, Swedana is usually done. So both Snehana and Swedana are performed prior to Samshodhana. Then as a therapeutic measure, Swedana Karma alleviates many diseases. We all know, whenever we are getting in our home, we are having such practice. Whenever a common cold, we used to take what? Steam. Whenever you are having the pain, generally our parents or elders used to advise that give some fermentation there, local sudation therapy. So that's what it is having some therapeutic effects. So not only for Shodhana purpose, and mainly for Shodhana it is a prerequisite. Along with that, we have to give the same for the local actions. So it is having therapeutic measures. Then we have to discuss about Sweda Veda. Broadly, Sweda Karma can be divided into Agnya and Anagnya. Agnya means what? Direct involvement of Agni. Agni we can correlate with the source of heat. Anagnya means without direct involvement of a source of heat. And again, Agnya Sweda can be subdivided into 4. They are Tapa Sweda, Upanaha Sweda, Ushma Sweda and Drava Sweda. These are the divisions of Sweda. Then we have to go one by one. What is meant by Tapa? Tapa Sweda. Tapa Sweda is done with Vasana, Bhala, Hastatala, etc. Vasana is cloth. If you are just making a cloth warm and you are applying over the body. Bhala refers to the iron mixed metal substance. Hastatala means simply using your palm, just like rubbing your palm and applying over the body. That is also again in the cold regions as well as cold weather. We all know that we used to perform the same. Then Upanaha Sweda. Upanaha Sweda is done with wrapping and tying the affected area with Charma Patta. Charma Patta is a tree bark which is Snigdha, Mridu and Ushnavirya. At the same time, you should take proper care that it should not emit foul smell. Your Charma Patta, whatever the tree bark you are using, it should be good in a good condition. Then what we had to do further is Vata Harapatra. There are many leaves are there, which are, for example, Eranda Patra, which alleviates Vata dosha. Or you can select Kaushaya. Kaushaya is a silk cloth. Or Avika. Avika refers to the woolen cloth. Or Shataka, which is a thick piece of cloth. Can also use as a substitute for charmapatta. If the charmapatta is not available, tree bark is not available, you can make use of these things. Then before wrapping and tying, the affected area should be smeared with paste of Vaja, Kinno, Shataha, Devadaru, various dhanyas, Gandhadravya, Rasna, Erandamula, Mamsa, more quantity of Saindalavana, etc. mixed with Sneha, Chukra, Takra, Kshira, etc. Dravadravyas. In case of Kevala Vadajanya Vigaras. So Kevala Vadajanya means the disease which is born out of pure Vadavyadi. In that you can make use of these churnas prepared out of Vaja, Kinno, etc. Now nowadays in the market, the Upanaha churna is available. For the same also, these are the contents. So you have to take the powder, add with the Saindhalavana. If it is not there, then you have to add this liquid media like Sneha, Chukra, Takra, etc. suitably in case of Kevala Vadajanya Vigaras. Then in case of involvement of Kapha dosha along with Vata dosha, you can make use of Surasadi Gana should be applied. Surasadi is Kabahara Gana, which is told in Shodhanadigrana Sangraniyam Adhyayam in 15th chapter. In case of involvement of Pitta dosha along with Vata dosha, Patmagadi Gana should be applied, Pitta Hara Gana. The wrapping which has done in the night should be removed in the next day morning, and that which made in the morning has to be removed in the night. It means maximum 12 hours you can wrap, or you can make use of this bandaging, Upanaha. It should not exceed. So if you are using the Upanaha by morning, in the morning, you should remove it by evening, or in the case if you are applying in the evening, definitely you have to remove it by morning. Moving to second type of Agneya Sweta, that is Ushma Sweta. Swedana done with aid of hot Utkarika. Utkarika is bolus made up of flour, losh, the mud, Kapala, Uppala is a stone palm so dust, Patrabanga, cut leaves, means the cut leaves, the leaves are cut into small pieces, Dhanya, grains, Karisha, powdered cow dung, Sikata, it is sand, Tusha, etc. These are the ingredients which are required for Ushma Sweta. Drava Sweta means it can be subdivided into Parisheka Sweta and Avagaha Sweta. Then Parisheka Sweta means what? Parisheka here, what is Parisheka means Dhara. You have to pour the liquid uniformly and gently. Here Kashaya, that is a cloth or decoction, is prepared out of boiling Shiklu, Varanaka, Eranda, various cut leaves, Vajadigana, that which is told in Shodhanadigana Sangraniyam Adhyayam. Then Anyog or Varija Mamsa you can use, Dashamola, etc. separately or mixed. According to dominance of dosha, you can make use of Sneha, Sura, Shukta, Kshira, etc. are added during the preparation of Kashaya. Then prepared Kashaya is fell inside Galandi Kumbhi, that means the pot with hole or an outlet. By that only you can do the Dhara or Nadi, tubes made up of bamboo, etc. Then part of the body which is affected by Rucha is made stick and should be covered with a cloth. So wherever the pain is there you have to apply Sneha oil, and then it should be covered with a cloth. Then you can go for Parisheka. Means Dhara, pouring of the Kashaya has to be done over the affected area gently and uniformly. Always the temperature of the liquid medium, whatever you are pouring, you should check. We cannot rely upon what the patient does, because whenever the pain is there or pain sensation is less, chances of burns are there. So always the physician or the therapist should check for the temperature of the liquid medium they are using. Then comes the Avagaha Sweta. Avagaha Sweta means here Kashaya prepared for Parisheka Sweta, already just now we had discussed, is to be filled inside a big vessel. Patient has to squat or sit inside the vessel filled with the Kashaya. So the purpose is what? At least practically speaking, up to the navel level, the patient should be immersed inside, submerged inside this Kashaya. These are indicated in Arshas, Mutra, Kritra, etc. Here you can see these are having the role of Apana Dosha, Apana Dushti. So for Apana Vaikunde, which is considered as best. Then Svedavidi, how to do the Svedana Karma, standard procedure of Svedana Karma. So Acharya says the room or area selected for Svedana Karma should be devoid of Vata Dosha. Generally for all Kriya Kalpas, it is advised the area should be devoid of Vata. Even the patient should not, or the therapist should not use the artificial sources of wind like fan or air conditioners, air coolers, etc. are prohibited. The patient should be made snigdha by Bahya and Abhindara Sneha Prayoga. We have already discussed that complete digestion of previously consumed food is to be ensured. The digestion should be perfect. Then swedana should be done either in madhyama, uttama or hina matra, considering the vyadi, vyadita, desha, rutu, etc. These factors also you should consider. Desha, for example, in Jagala Desha, again the temperature is more ushna, so there moderate quantity of swedana would be sufficient. Again in Rutu, in Vasanta Rutu, Grishma Rutu, Sharat Rutu, etc., the Ushna Guna will be dominant. So at that time also no need to go for Uttama Matra Sweta. That always has to be considered. Then you have to take care of certain things. The individual suffering from Kapha Prakopa should avoid Bahya and Abhyantara Sneha. For such people, because already Kapha Vriddhi is there, by doing the external as well as internal Snehana, Kapha Vriddhi may takes place. Then he has to expose to Sweta, which is Ruksha, means devoid of Snehamsha. While preparing the Sweta Dravya, we have discussed that there should be added with Sneha, pious, etc. So it can be avoided. Then the individual suffering from Kapha Vata Prakopa should expose to Ruksha Sneda and Snigdha Sweda alternately. First of all, Ruksha Sweda can be done, followed by that later Snigdha Sweda, or alternate days or alternate methods you can follow, because Kapha dosha as well as Vata dosha both are opposite in nature. That's why. Then in Vata Prakopa occurred in Amasya, one has to perform Ruksha Sweda first, afterwards Snigdha Sweda has to be performed. In Kapha Prakopa occurred in Pakvasya, one has to perform Snigdha Sweda first, afterwards Ruksha Sweda has to be performed. You can think about the concept Agandum Shamayet Dosham Staninam Pratikrityava, which is told in Doshobhakramaniya Madhyayam. Then you think about the Doshasthana, Amasya and Pakvasya. Amasya mainly that of Kapha dosha and Pakvasya mainly that of Vata dosha. Then you have to apply the principle of Agandum Shamayet Dosham Staninam Pratikrityava, which we have discussed in Doshobhakramaniya Madhyayam. Then in Vankshana Pradesha, Swedana should be done in Alpa Matra, lesser quantity, and in certain areas like Netra, Mushka, Hridaya, etc., Swedana should be done in Atyalpa Matra, means very lesser quantity, because these are sensitive one, or better to avoid the Swedana in these Netra, Mushka, Hridaya, etc. areas. Then Samyak Sunya Lakshana. This is important. If Swedana is done properly, then the person experiences Kshay. Kshay means absence or elevation of what? Of Shita and Shula. Shita, Shula, Kshay, Sunyo, Jade, Anganam cha Mardave is mentioned. There the Shita will be, the coldness will reduce, and Shula, pain will reduce. Then Angamardava, softness to the body or the area we are applying the Swedana can be ensured. Then Paschat Karma, what do you have to do after doing the Swedana Karma? After doing the Swedana Karma, one has to gently massage the body. Then Snana, bath has to be done. Before bath, it should we have to check that the complete sweating has reduced, and again the rise of temperature inside the body or outside, both have to come down. Then only the patient is allowed to, or patient is supposed to take bath. Patya's advice during Sneha Prayoga should be followed. Atisvinya Lakshana. These are important. If you are doing excessive Swedana, what are the complications? It leads to Pitta Rakta Prakopa, because Ushnata naturally increase the Pitta dosha, and you can think about the Ashraya Sambandha. Rakta is, even though Anushna Sheet, Anushna, that is it is slightly Ushna, but still whenever Ushna Guna is increasing, along with Pitta dosha, Rakta dosha also increases. Then Trit will happen, thirst, excessive thirst, Murcha, fainting, Swarasatana, weakness of voice. Then Ankasatana, weakness of body, Brahma, giddiness, Sandipita, pain or discomfort to joints, Jwara, appearance of Shava and Rakta Mandala. Shava is greyish and reddish patches. Charti also may manifest. Then how to manage this Atisvinya condition? You have to give Stambhana Aushadhi. Already you have mentioned Stambhane Himaha while discussing Vimshati Guna or Guruvadi Gunas. So administration of Shira Dravya or Shita Prayoga. Stambhana Jagatsa is also utilized in its extended application Ajaresis in Visha, Kshara, and injuries by Kshara, Agni, Atisara, Chardi, Moha, etc. On to general properties of Swedana Dravya and Stambhana Dravya. So Swedana Dravyas are generally endowed with the following gunas, which include Guru, Tekshna, Ushna, Drava, Sthira, Sara, Snigdha, Ruksha and Sukshma. Stambhana Dravyas are generally endowed with Lagu, Manda, Shida, Stambha, Shlakshna, Ruksha, Sukshma, Sara, Drava and you had to think about Madhura, Tikta, Kashaya, Rasas. These are also having the Stambhana Guna. Madhura Rasa, Tikta Rasa and Kashaya Rasa. All are having the somewhat Shita Guna. Then Stambhita Lakshana, features of proper Stambhana. So after Stambhana, the person regains balance strength due to the alleviation of Vyadis, due to excessive Svedana or other Vyadis where Stambhana is indicated. Already we have mentioned, in case of Atisvedana happens, the Stambhana Chikitsa has to be done, or in other conditions like Akshara, Visha, etc. conditions, Chaddi, there you have to go for Stambhana Chikitsa. Stambhana, one thing, generally in Svedana we are discussing. Again, in Adhisara also we are telling about Stambhana Chikitsa. In Adhisara what happens, there is diarrhea or the more quantity of liquid stool is passing. There also we are giving the Stambhana Aushadha, or whenever Chaddi, there is the movement of doshas towards upside. There you are giving Shitachala. Shitachala is again having the Stambhana Guna. Whenever the person is vomiting, you are not supposed to give Ushnajala, because it again increases the dosha circulation. It again promotes the movement of doshas towards upside. So at that time, generally what we give is Shitachala. Then Atistambhita Lakshana. If the Stambhana is excess, then Sankocha of Tok and Snayu may take place. That is contraction of skin as well as Snayu. Then Kampa, tremors will manifest. Hridgraha, there will be discomfort or pain on Hriday Pradesh. Then Hanugraha will be there, discomfort or pain on jaw. Then Shavata is the grayish discoloration of path, foot, Oshta, Tvak and Kar. Then comes the important things. But first of all, Sweda Anarhan, and afterwards we will discuss about Sweda Arhan. In Snehavidya also, there was the people who are fit or indicated for Snehana Karma. Similarly, that for Swedana Karma we have Snehana Karma, not fit for Snehana Karma we have discussed. Similarly here also, first of all, Acharya explains the contraindications of Swedana Karma. So Swedana Karma is contraindicated in Adhistula, Ruksha, Durbala, Murchika, one who fainted. Then Stambhaniya, those who are indicated for Stambhana, for such people, because it is exactly opposite. If you are doing Svedana, condition may worse. Then Shatakshina, who got weak due to Urakshita, Kshama, Krishna individual, Madhyavikari, alcoholic disorders. Again for them, this tendency for fainting, etc. will be more, or that's why it is contraindicated. Timira Vyadi, then Udara Vyadi, then Visarka, Kushta, Shosha, Adhiroga. Adhiroga is also called as Vatarakta. Then Brashta Gudha we can somewhat correlate with the prolapsed rectum. In these conditions, again in Dagda Guna, there any sort of anal burns. It may be occurring during the Kshara Karma, whenever in the anorectal cases. Then Kamala Vyadi, Pandu, Prameha, etc. conditions. You should not go for Svedana. Then Svedana Karma should not be done in an individual who just consumed Kshira, Dadi, Sneha and Madhu. Means a person just consumed these products and immediately after that they should not expose to Svedana. You can imagine, think about the Dadi Sevana and Madhu. They are both, it is told in Dadi. Dadi is again Ushna Dadi, again in, by the person whose body temperature is raised, or in the Ushna Ritu. That much it is sensitive. Then again Madhu also, Ushna Madhu is prohibited. So similarly, when even if you are consumed these articles also, at that time one should not go for Svedana Karma. Then who just underwent Virechana. For such people also, Svedana should not be performed. You can imagine, like in Virechana already there more liquid might be outside our body. So therefore we are gradually gaining the Agni and hydration. So at that time again you are giving Svedana. What happens? More sweat may go, and again more water content will be losing from our body, and it leads to the severe dehydration and related complications. Then, who suffers from glani, means tiredness, krodha, shoga, bhaya, kshut, trishna, pitta prakopa, etc. In these conditions also, if you are doing the svedana, the condition may worse. Again in krodha, there will be what is pitta vriddhi, although pitta vriddhi is there, again you are doing svedana, further pitta vriddhi, then again shoga, in bhaya, every condition you have to think about these things. Pitta prakopa especially. Then svedana karma should not be performed in garbhini, Pushpita. Pushpita is a menstruating woman, and Sutika. Sutika means a woman who has just delivered the child recently and up to 90 days. According to some acharyas, 45 days, and certain acharyas, many of them accept a period of 90 days after delivery. At that time also, one should not go for Svedana Karma. Then you have to note one thing. In cases of atyeka means emergency conditions, casualties, mridu sweda, mild or low quantity fermentation can be done in conditions or individuals where swedana is contraindicated. Even though swedana is contraindicated, but if the situation is emergency, then you can go for mridu sweda. Then comes the sweda arhas. Indications of swedana chikitsa. Swedana is indicated in shwasa, kasa, pradishaya, hitma, admana, vibandha, surabeda, vadavyadi, kabajavyadi, amadosha, stambha, gaurava, angamardha, kadigraha, parshagraha, prishtagraha, kukshigraha, hanugraha, mushka mahatva, etc. conditions. Then other vadavyadis I have classified together, which include Khalli, Ayama, Vadakandaka. Then Mutrakritra, Arbuda, Grandhi, Shukrakhada, Adyavada, etc. conditions also it is indicated. Then Anyapnea Sweda. This is one important topic. Sweda which is produced without direct contact with Agni, that is fire or temperature, is called as Anyapnea Sweda, indicated in Meda Kabhavrata Vada. It means the Vada dosha covered or enveloped by Meda Dhatu and Kabha. So Anyapnea Sweda, they are 10 in number. Nivadam, Grihamayasam, Guru Pravaranam, Bhayam. Nivada Graham means a room or house with no air circulation, a room. If you are staying in such room, you might be knowing that sweat will come. Then Ayasa means external physical activity or exercise. Guru Pravarana, covering the body with thick blankets or such materials. Bhayam, fear. Usually during the fear, we will sweat. Along with that, Upanah, method of bandaging with help of leather or bars which are having Ushnavirya. In Agnya Sweda also we had discussed about Upanah, but there it is not we have discussed about application of Aushadha Drivas, and here we are not applying such things. We are simply practicing or bandaging. By that also you might be knowing. You can check that there will be sweating will happen locally. Then Ahava means indulging in the bad taste. Means in present day we can correlate with the wrestling, etc. Then Krodha, anger, Bhuripanam. Here the Panam refers to excessive consumption of alcohol. Shut, that is hunger. Artapaha, exposing to the sunlight. These are Anyapnea Sweda. So last topic is benefits of Sweda. So vitiated doshas pertaining to Koshta, Dhatus, Srotas, Shaka, Asti, etc. will be soaked well by Snehana Karma done prior to the Svedana Karma. Already we discussed, first of all, Snehana we are doing. By that, these are the effects. It is like getting a soaking effect. By application of Svedana, these vitiated doshas gets liquefied further and reach Koshta. The Drivikaran of these morbid doshas takes place. Once the vitiated doshas are back in Koshta, it can be expelled out with the help of Shodhana, that is Vamana or Virechana. So with this, we are finishing this topic, and I always reiterate my dear students, there is no shortcut to success other than hard work. So work hard and utilize your time properly. Thank you.